They didn't have him. They said I had to do it at the expo.
Hello. Did you freak it out?
I know, so I just said,
It was freaking. I was like, gosh, shut up. All right, it is show day, and I'm a hot mess right now. So we're rolling out because we gotta get going. We gotta get to tan, but before that, I want to go pose a little bit at the Fit Club where we've been going. They have a good posing room. So one final kind of look there before, obviously, the prejudging tonight. So you want to keep that consistent because we saw a lot of progress, a lot of response these last 2 days with the carb up. So I'm gonna talk about that. I didn't want this year. I wanted to be a little different. I didn't want these videos, the prep videos, just be solely about the food. A lot of times that's what that kind of turned into, just because of my carb up process is very aggressive, and it's fun to look at, but that's just part of it. I wanted to capture a lot more than that and everything that goes into this, but just to talk about what we've been doing, so you know, and like how it's been different. Because Stefan, my coach, does that totally different than what I was used to in the past with Matt and things like that. So how Stefan's does it, and what we started Tuesday, so we went Tuesday, Wednesday. So on starting Tuesday, what we did is he reduced the protein dramatically. So he'll bring like meat, 50 grams of chicken on like 4 meals on the day. He increased my meals to 9 meals. So starting Tuesday, I looked, the plan was 9 meals today, and I was like, holy shit, how's this even possible? It's gonna be a long day. It turned out to be, I really enjoyed it. It's something that I'm gonna use ahead, especially with coaching and myself. 5 of them are 150 grams of cream of rice, 200 grams of rice milk, and a little bit of almond butter. So they're not very big meals. They're calorically dense, but since we're using cream of rice and rice milk, which has carbs as well, you get a lot of carbs in there on a meal that sits well in your stomach, because you don't have a lot of protein like meat with it. So what you usually see is when people, especially bodybuilders, they get distension or stomachs get full, a lot of the time it's just because of all the protein intake. Protein's hard to digest, it sits in the stomach longer, and it causes more bloating, of course, in the intestines. With carbs and fats, those digest easier, they're obviously smaller. So with these meals, they're super carb heavy. So I ate 1,200 grams of carbs on Tuesday. It was about, I think, 90 grams of fats, and then only like 120 grams of protein. So we did that. We did 8 liters of water on that day, so that's 2 gallons of water, and then 6 grams of salt. So that was Tuesday. So he looked at me. We had a good response. Started to fill out because I was drained at that point. Not a huge fill out, but we knew we had more time. The next day we actually did the same thing. So that would have been Wednesday. We did the same thing, same exact plan, the 1,200 grams of carbs, 100 fats or 90 fats, and then the low protein, 120 or whatever. Then we came to yesterday, so woke up the next day, and I actually lost weight from that. So I lost 2 pounds that day. I still was filling out, so most of it was a little bit of water, a good water drop, but I was still pretty damn flat. So we had to get a little bit more aggressive yesterday. And 1,200 grams of carbs is a lot, but so it was more like, hey, this needs to stick, so we need to increase the fat. So what we did yesterday is we kept water, 6 liters, kept salt, 8 grams, and then he just increased all those fats on those meals, so those 9 meals. So all those meals were all about, like 125, 140 grams of carbs in each of those meals, and then 9 of those equals about 1,200. And then he bumped the fats up to about like 40 grams of almond butter each meal, or 30 or 40, and then total it ended up being about 140, 150. So yesterday it was again it was 1,200 grams of carbs. We bumped our fats up to 140 grams, 150 grams there. Right now you don't need meat, you don't need protein. We're not trying to build muscle right now. So it's about just filling the glycogen into the muscles. And that's all we need to do and focus on right now. So it's not about training, not about tearing down muscle, not about rebuilding it with protein. It's just about filling it out with the carb intake. So that leaves us where we're at now. I woke up today, I actually gained 2 pounds yesterday, so that those fats did help let it stick, marinate, and that's what we wanted to see. So official weight today is 250, which is kind of what my goal was with this prep from the added size over the year. Like last year on stage I was like 243. This year I'll be 250 and more, probably more tonight, because we'll see. We'll probably end up we'll eat a little aggressive again because I still think we can eat today, but we'll pull back water so it'll balance out. So I'll be about 250 on stage, which is where I kind of anticipated, and so that's gonna be a solid number, and I think this will be a really solid look this morning. The last little thing I just wanted to make sure, like, we wanted to fill out the legs today, so we needed to do a last push on the food yesterday to fill up the legs. Legs are still a little bit run down, or just from a long prep. So I think we accomplished that, and it's just going to be about keeping feet up today, laying low. So you'll be part of it. After, we'll get you a little footage here, and then after that we have to head straight to the tan. I got a coat last night, washed it off a little bit. They actually have you shower a little bit, and then I'll do my second coat this morning, and then I'll have to go back over there at like 4 o'clock and do it all over again. All right, so finally here, man. It's been like been a long time focusing on this moment. Like I was saying to everybody last night to meet the Olympians, that, you know, they had a lot of questions and like, how you feeling? The biggest thing is just kind of seeing this journey come together after, you know, I mean, obviously been a 10-year journey of bodybuilding, but more aggressively over the last 7 years, 6 years, you know, when I really started going after it, turned pro, and then meeting Martin 6 years ago in Denver, and us making those goals together, training together with the goal in mind of being on the Olympia stage together. And so that's, you know, for what I do and for what my passion is, man, like, this is the Super Bowl. So today is the Super Bowl for what I do, you know what I mean? And this might, you never know, this could be the only chance I ever get to be on the Olympia stage with how competitive it is now and how crazy these things are. So I'm gonna live in this moment today, man. You guys have seen it all week. I've been in good spirits, just because this, you have to be, man. You have to, like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I've worked extremely hard for it. I'm prepared, so I have nothing to lose. It's gonna be a fun day, man. I'm gonna go out there tonight. You'll be seeing me smiling, showing off my physique that I built from, you know, most of you, not most of you, none of you probably, but some of the old school people here remember me, 25 years old, 175 pounds. So to see what I've been able to do in the last 10 years in this venture has been really cool. And so this is just a cherry on top of the Mr. Olympia. And I'm glad that you guys have, you know, been part of it, especially on the training side. I appreciate all the love I've heard this week, I mean, people coming up to me, loving the YouTube videos. They say that's where they go to, where they've learned to train. They've learned so much, and I want you guys to know that means a lot when I hear that. It shows that what I've done over this years has been productive, and I'm glad I could help. So let's finish this baby off, man. This is gonna be a fun day. I mean, we still have the whole weekend, of course, but this is the big one. So love y'all. Let's have a day. Peace out. Yeah, see the morning look, man.
What are you doing? Good luck today.
Yep. Yeah.
You're fucking just like totally close. Whoa.
There's a back shot.
Yeah, send me this video.
Hi. I just texted you to see if you meant to call me. We're heading out to Red Rock Canyon.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I was just checking in to see what you guys are doing.
The former dentist who now lives in them up this morning. He's going to take them around the strip and different places.
Ooh. Too much poopsies. Where we're at on the day, being a little bit more quiet today, obviously. Just this is definitely more of a try to lay low as much as you can, rest the body. You know, it's that final little rest to fill up the muscles while you're eating, getting water. So today's process is continuing to eat up and then bringing the water back. So had a little bit more water in the morning, and then now I'm just having a little bit of meals, about 4 ounces with each meal, and about 4 ounces of water in between meals. Since it's an evening show, you still need to have water as we're eating food earlier in the day, but you don't hold water at night, which usually you do just naturally. So this is the tricky part. So it's really about navigating, trying to taper it off. And so that's what we've been doing. So now water starts coming down, trying to dehydrate the body. You can get that crisp look, of course. So that's what we're doing right now. We are heading over to Fit Club again, the posing room, just to continue to get those consistent looks. So that we tried posing at the house, and it's just the variables of like the lighting, especially trying to do it outside, the sunlight, and it just washes out, and it's hard to compare from a morning look. So we're gonna go to the exact same spot we were at this morning, because we looked the best we have all prep, obviously, was this morning. So now we want to take a look later in the day. We're about four meals deep. Same meal plan as yesterday with that, you know, that 1,200 grams of carbs with the higher fat day, so like 140 grams of fats, and then protein still low with like the 125, 130 grams of just chicken throughout the day. Salt stayed the same at 8 grams. We are not doing any diuretics or anything, don't need to. The, you know, conditioning level is there, and so we don't need to flush and then try to lose the fullness that we're starting to finally get, you know, because it took a lot of food these last 4 days. That's a lot of carbs, man. And then it increased the fats to fill out the body. But yeah, I think, you know, we finally were able to, and felt nice and full, and really pressure pushing against the skin is a very good spot, especially when like I can just kind of start flexing a little bit and I can just feel myself expanding. So that's what you want to feel, right? This will be our final posing session. Honestly, final posing session, final little look, because after that we need to hustle back. We need to start packing up, preparing for the evening, because we have our final tan at 5, and then we'll stay over there at the Resorts World. We're gonna just chill in Martin's room until we head down to the venue at 6:30. So the cool thing is we're gonna go a little bit earlier this year, so it's not like years past, man, bodybuilders didn't come out till like 10 p.m. Maybe even like, yeah, 10 p.m. It was like from 10 to 11 they're usually on. This year they're moving us up a little bit, so I'm hoping we're gonna be on about 8 p.m. so that, I mean, that's a huge difference, especially that extra 2 hours of more food or more water or whatever. We're all gonna be happy about that, and then we'll be able to go straight through. So excited about that. All right, time to focus back in. We'll talk a little bit more once we get back to the house, and heading over to the venue, about explaining what I'm packing up and everything and what the process is gonna be. But it's been awesome. As you guys saw last night, you know, having all the people there at the Meet the Olympians was absolutely beautiful, and it was cool. So now we get to show them all at the show tonight, go out there and just have some fun, man. I really don't have any pressure, like you said. Like, obviously, I want to do my best, and fight for that top 10 would be really, really cool. And so I just want a chance to do that. But we're also soaking this in and having a good time because this is an amazing opportunity for me. So we'll see you soon.
We'll just do gut for right now.
Yep.
There we go.
Also, in the last 36 hours, I've shit more than I have in the last 3 weeks.
That's insane.
So but that's part of that's this too, and then rolling
and I mean that's what it was. You were saying it was a lot of carbs, low protein,
Yeah.
and it's like now we're feeding protein. Perfect. Pull a vacuum and then relax it. See, that's where that's kind of stuck there. There we go. Right there. And then relax it. So yeah, like your best bet even after this is sort of that rhythmical belly breathing. You don't have to necessarily flex, you just have to sort of breathe with that belly, and that will help move the gut. Hell yeah, relax it. And that leg should really pull in nicely.
You're gonna see it. He was an RC break.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I was like, finally they said something. What the fuck?
Oh, you did see that.
See, buddy. So he came up to me and you were gone already. He gave me these. He's like, "Can you sign these for me, you and Marty?" I go, "I don't have a pen, and Martin's not here. Just give them to me. We'll sign them. I'll get them."
For sure, that's fucking
You literally
cool as
combined our
shit,
shirts.
You cut them in half and
It was obviously before you did your shirts or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck though.
I know. I was like, "That's crazy."
That is pretty cool, man.
I was like, "I need that."
More obliques. I want more crunch on the obliques. Yeah. That's it.
Elbows forward, come on. Good one.
Oh yeah. So just.
Good shot. Good.
Back double. Now show the improvement. Come on. Easy. Yep.
Ooh, I'd say Nalatone.
Yeah.
Nalatone was last. Fucking.
That's good.
You can feel those bitches now, can't you?
Yep.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good. Breathe.
Super. Like last check-in. Everything was perfect there. Oh yeah.
Good.
It seems to be so easy. Now 100%. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Good.
We just gotta get this water.
Yeah, you're alright.
are currently being recorded.
It's going to revolutionize travel in Las Vegas when it's done.
Some gas t-shirt.
What's the t-shirt?
You can throw him up high, he said.
Come on, I can't hear you.
Hey!
Okay, I am BB Pro. Brett Wilkie here with me. His first Mr. Olympia appearance last night at the pre-judging. So I've got to ask you, how's it feel to do the first one?
Man, it was an absolute rush, especially, you know, on the bodybuilding side of things in the open division, you know, it takes a lot of years to get there. Even you know, someone that even was quick, but it was at least 7, 8, 9, 10 years of work going into that, right? So to spend all those years for that single moment come out, you know, it's an absolutely amazing feeling moment, and being able to kind of soak that situation in, and it's kind of just trying to live in the moment, right? So having so fast, adrenaline's rushing, but we really tried to soak it in last night, being able to hear it today, especially seeing all the fans and everything.
So what's next after we get to Olympia tonight? No matter what comes up next for Brett?
So after this week, or this weekend, we'll be heading back down to Texas. So recently moved to Texas and loving it.
Welcome to America.
Yes, sir. Loving America. But no, we're in Houston now, and it's a really great spot for us. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, so it's a great place for her to grow up ahead. So we're going to be finalizing on a house ahead. So, you know, I've been spending the last 4 months getting ready for Olympia. That's, you know, obviously been a huge focus. So now it's going back and continuing to grow the businesses that we have started down there. Plan is to be opening the gym. We'll say summertime next year. You know, it's planned for earlier, but you know we always going to say that in Houston. And so a lot of good things on that side, and it's continuing to you know, get the body healthy, get recovered here. It's been a long last 4 months, especially with the move and everything. So get settled down, but settle in and enjoy the rest of this year, and then until we start pushing next.
In case you don't know, this guy owns Butcher BALM. Great product. I've used it many times. And also, on top of that, you're also opening a gym down in Houston. So tell us a little about those
Yeah. So I got a couple products that, you know, I've been able to brand after myself a bit. So I've the Butcher BALM that's really taken off. It's a great product for muscle and joint and pain relief. So you guys can obviously check that out. So I've been able to branch off of that. I have a few other products like lifting straps and everything. And then with the gym, it will be involved in Houston. It's going to be called Leader Fitness in Houston, Texas. So we are bringing a big facility, about 40,000 square foot. Actually spent earlier this week, used this opportunity in Vegas. You know, actually picked a lot of equipment here, the new tech pieces and some gym equipment. So this has been a very productive week in all aspects down here.
Brett, I wish you the best tonight. You looked incredible last night. And I'll be studio around, out and about with our destinations down in Houston. And we got to get together and do a hunt.
Yes, sir. It's time to have some fun. Go look for some hogs, right?
Take a few down weeks to have some fun.
Yes.
You kill it tonight.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we'll have some fun.
Oh.
Nice to meet you, sir. We'll get you, no worries. Man, congrats on your debut. Yeah, what's your name? David. David, good to see you, man. See you got the Martian on, brother.
I got yours too.
Thank you, yeah. No, you're good. How are you?
Welcome Johansson to the stage.
Alex. Nice to meet you. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Want to make sure I dropped that
Oh,
off to you.
thank you so
You
much.
and the
Hey,
family have something to eat.
the more important shit.
There it is.
Most important things. Hey, guys. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good.
What are y'all doing Sunday?
Pool party, probably. I woke up with a black eye today, guys.
You did?
Yeah, I have like a sty, I think. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
And then just, I think last night, all the pressure, just stress, anxiety, like, I'm like, I thought it was like tan. I'm like wiping it off. It's like, this ain't coming off. I'm like,
It's not that noticeable.
okay, good. I'm like, now everybody's gonna think I got punched in the face or something.
What is Ivana doing to you?
You suck. You suck. So good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, it was great to see you out there.
Thank you.
Roger that.
Try to phone someone. 911.
Phone Urs from last year. Was that last year? He's still on the he's still on the line. He's still on the line with Jay. As long as I keep doing this, nobody notices. I woke up like this, bro. I think I had a little sty, and then just last night pressure and not sleeping very well and stuff. I woke up, I was like, what the fuck?
Did the tanning lady really say that you have so many wrinkles, or did I understand that wrong?
She's like, watch your face right now. What'd you think of your first Olympia experience?
It was fucking nice, dude.
Oh, buddy. Look, buddy. No.
It's fucking nasty.
Hey, you know, hurt your brain.
It's already hurt.
I did a lot of damage.
Ever.
What?
I swear to God.
What do you mean?
I never have something.
All right, what is up, YouTube? We are back in Houston. So, finally back in Houston after a long week out there in Vegas. Full of ups and downs, but overall, a very, very fun week in general. And kind of want to break it down here and kind of finish out the whole Olympia vlog series. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in and showed all the love all week. It was awesome. So to see all the support, all the messages from you guys, a lot of people that watch on YouTube. And I just want to say I really appreciate that first and foremost. Talk a little bit here about a little wrap up and then things to look at the future as well. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, like, it was a long week. I came back with a black eye somehow. I wish I had a cool story, but there's no cool story. It's just a lot of lack of sleep, a lot of blood pressure high, a lot of posing, a lot of stress. A lot of good out of it too, though, but that's what happens out of a long week like that. I think it was final Saturday. I woke up that morning, started a black eye. I had a sty in my eye, but then I think just the pressure and everything from Friday night made it explode a little bit. And then I had a black eye Saturday. So we covered it up with makeup so you didn't see it on stage. But just a little funny little takeaway from the weekend in general. So the Olympia. So obviously I wasn't at my all-time best. So I just want to address that first. And so that's probably what I'm kind of most upset about, just because I wasn't able to present, my all-time best physique. Different things come into play than that. In the prep process, we really pushed conditioning and having a new coach that didn't fully understand my body in regards to how far we should take things. So we were very flat throughout the entire prep, and how his processes were is, hey, let's get shredded early. Let's get lean and, quick. So let's push until you get a certain area, until you get a certain point of conditioning and leanness levels, and then we'll fill you out that way. I've never done a prep like that. I was always with just Matt Jansen before, and how he would do it is he would fuel performance. So we would kind of eat up during the week, especially on leg days, to fuel performance, to keep that muscle. So this prep was totally different in that, I didn't have that extra fuel for performance. So it was just more of grinding through, and you can see that reflection. So what happened is I really flattened out my legs there through the process, and then I continued to think, hey, we'll fill them out, we'll start eating. And then what happened is when we got to that point, it was just almost too late. We weren't able to fill out. We weren't able to create that pressure. We were able to save the upper body. I think we got pretty much the fullness back in that. Backside of the legs was decent. Conditioning was great. We reached the level of conditioning, and I was actually 250, 251 on stage. It's just we weren't able to fill out the legs, so you couldn't see the pressure on the quads. Obviously, size was down a little bit too. And so that was what I was probably most disappointed about on the week, is just I wasn't being able to present my best. Would it have mattered in regards to placing? Maybe a few placings, but I'm still with that lineup, I mean, guys, that was the deepest lineup in the last 20 years, top to bottom, in regards to competitiveness. I truly believe that. Those were all dogs up there. We all brought it, and it was cool to see. So, you know, I still would have been in that bottom half no matter what, just because of genetic potential, right? I mean, these guys, you know, size and genetics, as well as, you know, who their parents are, helps a lot in the hyper responsiveness. It's what you can really start seeing when you're at that level. Of course, I wish I would have been able to kind of have the Olympia experience and it came out a little bit better on the look. But overall, like I said, would it have changed a whole bunch? Maybe just a little bit more so just mentally for me. And all in all, it was an awesome experience, man. I told myself going in, no matter what, I was going to soak in the week. Obviously, we were very busy and, you know, business-like, as we should be. But I was really taking my time to continue to enjoy all the moments, especially with all the friends, the family, the fans that were there. And I did that, and I'm very glad that I did. You know, and even after the Olympia, you know, when I could have been down and stuff, I didn't take that. I put that to the side. I spent time with my family. I spent time with my friends that came from all over the nation just to see me, and we soaked it in. We had a great Saturday night, had a fun Sunday, and then came back home. So now, you know me, just onward and upward. It's you take a kick in the ass and you respond. That's what it is. So I've always been that way. I've always responded from my shows. I've always gotten better. And that's all we can do now. So for this time being, we're going to take a little break. And my body needs a break. My head, my mental needs a break. And then also the focus needs to be on the businesses and all these cool things I want to show you guys ahead. So I have some really cool business opportunities taking off here ahead. I'll be showing you a couple new things. I got this new line called the Vana line. I'm really excited to show you guys. It's still in the peptide realm, but it's going to be a totally new thing that no one's done before yet. And so I'm excited here. It's going to launch in the next couple months, and I'll be talking about more on YouTube ahead. So what this YouTube ahead will be I'm going to continue to bring the training, because obviously that's what is most important here on my YouTube channel, is the training and people learn that way. But also I'm going to be showing you these new products that we have launching, as well as a new gym. So there's going to be a new gym, this Leader Fitness that I'm part of, where they're opening a new location, not a new location, just we're moving the current location to a very much bigger spot. So 40,000 square feet. And so we're getting, right now, I'm in charge of, you know, I'm in the process of helping select all the equipment. So that's what we did this past week while we were out in Vegas too. We actually selected, I think, 20 to 30 pieces of the new tech line. Got all the Mega Mass stuff coming in now too. And now I'm going to move forward and start looking at kind of the nitpick, all the cool equipment, this special pieces, the primes, the Atlantis, the Cybex now. I'm having a lot of fun. So like this move to Houston was absolutely amazing. I think I'm one of the only bodybuilders, especially on that stage last weekend, that balances, you know, running 3 companies, being a father, and still doing everything, you know, bodybuilding related for that show. You know what I mean? Still putting in all the hours out of the time, the posing, the training, the eating, and then still balancing that on top of it. And it really added up this prep. I can really feel it. It was very, very busy inside the entire prep. So it's good to just kind of take a step back on the bodybuilding here for the remainder of the year, you know, get the health right. You know, I'm going to come off of everything, make sure fertility's in a good spot too as well, because I do want another kid someday. You know, we will look when that will be in the future, not yet, but you got to make sure that processes are in place to let that happen too. So bodybuilding is just part of my life. It's a very important part of my life, but there's also these very cool adventures that I have on the sides, and that's what I'm going to have fun showing you guys here ahead, as well as building up for another run, because that's what we need to do too. So everything is going to be working together, man. And I'm just happy that, you know, I have this opportunity down here in Houston, and that we be able to create all these new products, be able to have these environments to bring you guys content so that you can learn from the training aspect, from the nutrition side, from just bodybuilding in general, and you guys can continue to follow me here. So I ain't going anywhere. I'm going to continue to bring out these videos. Just they're going to be a little bit different. Obviously not doing the prep vlog right now or anything like that, but we will be back. We just need to take a little health break, get the mind right, get the body right, most importantly, and get some footwork done on all these cool projects that I'm going to share with you guys. So to wrap everything up, the Olympia 2025 to me was a success, because I was going to make sure it was a success, right? It was a beautiful moment. I'm 20 of the 4 billion men in the world that were able to go up and have the top 20 best physiques in the world, right? So you just got to remind yourself that. It feels pretty cool, right? So we'll run it back I'll be back. I've qualified twice, and we'll do it again. And then next time we'll be a lot better because I'll make sure of it. So either way, I appreciate you guys so much, man. This channel has been so awesome over the last 6 years, and all the love it's shown, and then all the guys that came up to me at the Olympia, at the meet and greet, or just in passing and said something about that and how this has changed their journey. I had a lot of pros tell me, you know, them watching Martin and I training, you know, in arm wrestles over down into Florida over the years that built them into who they are now. And now these guys are top 10 classic physique guys. So it's cool to see these stories, and we're going to continue to do that and build this all up together. So keep coming, keep watching, keep staying tuned, keep subscribing, keep loving. And I appreciate you guys. And we'll see you in a little bit. All right. And we're going to have a great off season. Peace.